All right, back for another beer review, and today is Wednesday, which of course means it's time for another Western New York Wednesday here on the channel. And today I'm actually posting two separate reviews, and the second one, once again, comes from the Froth Brewing Company, and they're out of Buffalo, New York. And this is their Liquid Lollipop, the Mango, Goldenberry, and Strawberry variant. So they're calling this one a triple fruited sour ale that is brewed with the aforementioned 3 fruits. It comes in at 6.5% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in time of review. This can is approximately 6 weeks old. So earlier in the day, I posted the Liquid Lollipop variant that was strawberry, raspberry, and peanut butter. I really enjoyed it, almost like a PB&J sandwich in sour beer form. Not quite, but it was still really tasty. I think I gave it a 4.2 out of 5, which damn good score. And now I'm reviewing this one, and I'm quite interested about this one, and not because of the mangoes or the strawberries, but because of the goldenberries. Now, I'll be honest with you, I really don't have any idea what a goldenberry is outside of the fact that about a year and a half ago, I read an article that said it was like the newest superfruit. It's from South America. That's all I know about it. I don't know, what it's supposed to taste like. I don't really even know the color of the berry itself, although it's called goldenberry, so I'd imagine it has like a golden color to it. But yeah, I'm really interested to see how it works with the mangoes and strawberries in here. And if you can tell, and you can if you're looking at this beer and you're watching the review, I've already poured the beer, and that's because when it comes to these heavily fruited / fruit smoothie sour beers, they have a tendency to gush and explode. So I opened this one over the sink and no issues. And as you can see, it's quite a beautiful beer. It kind of looks like mango juice, honestly. It has this really deep, dark orange color. There's almost like a brownish tinge to it, super murky. It's a fruit smoothie sour. That's what you kind of get from it. It had about a finger of this like tannish colored head that dissipated real quickly, much quicker than the one I reviewed earlier today. But yeah, pretty good carbonation on it. Just looks like a beautiful, beautiful, heavily fruited sour beer. So let's get a nose on it. So I'm getting more mango than anything else, but it's very, very subtle. Now, I didn't take a sip of this off camera, and when I was pouring it, it didn't have a vibrant aroma like the one earlier did. It really didn't smell like a whole bunch outside of just like a generic fruit juice. But here I'm getting mango and almost like peach and apricot. Peach and apricot not in here, but just kind of getting kind of like a heavy stone fruit vibe, which makes sense. Mango, stone fruit, right? But yeah, it smells sweet. Not a lot of tartness on the nose. It just smells like it's going to be a sweeter fruited sour. That's what it smells like to me, but it smells pretty good. So let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. Wow. That has, oh man, hang on. That has a really big viscosity to it. This might be like one of the thicker Liquid Lollipop beers that I've had, that I can remember anyway. Almost chewy, wow. So the one earlier had this higher side of medium to lower side of full. This is like medium full body. It's thick, it's chewy, 6.5%. There's definitely a lot of fruit puree in here. So that's where the body kind of lies. The mouthfeel, it's soft, it's smooth, it's creamy. There seems to be a little less carbonation than the one earlier as well. It's almost like you're drinking fruit puree. There's like little pieces of the fruit, so it seems like hanging out. But yeah, the mouthfeel and body on this one, really, really nice. Kind of what you expect when you're talking about a heavily fruited sour beer. You're not going to get as much carbonation. It's not going to be as refreshing. It's going to be more fruit smoothie-esque. So this kind of hits the nail on the head when it comes to the body and mouthfeel. The taste, though, kind of threw me for a loop those first couple sips, honestly. So right up front, there's sweet, like over-ripened mango that hits me right at the front of the tongue. Then it passes through the palate, and it's like a weird combination of like passion fruit, peach, and like strawberry kind of all mixed together. Now, I don't know what a goldenberry tastes like. Does it have passion fruit kind of qualities? Does it strawberry, maybe peach? I have no idea. But I think that's more the goldenberry than anything. And then the strawberry is probably mixing in on the back end. But that's kind of like right at the forefront, and that just carries on throughout the palate. Like the flavor character doesn't really change a lot on my palate. Now it's just like mango, passion fruit, peach, and strawberry, and it just kind of carries on through to the end. This is not as sour as the one I did earlier, the strawberry, raspberry, and peanut butter variant. This one is a little bit more sweet, but it's not cloying. This is not super sweet to my palate, but it definitely is more sweet for sure. It finishes to the sweeter side. There is, I would say, a moderate tartness to this beer. It's not really approaching sour for me. There's a little bit of acidity on the back of the throat. Didn't get that on the one earlier either. So while this has less tartness to me, has a little bit more of an acidic bite, possibly because they're using 3 fruits as opposed to 2 in the peanut butter and stuff earlier. Yeah, this is good, but it's weird to my palate, honestly. Yeah, quite weird. I also taste a little bit of the 6.5%. Now, you know, the whole, I want to see if I was going to say running joke, but it's not really a running joke. But, you know, the 450 North stuff where it came out that their ABVs were like 1/3 to 1/4 of what they actually were and whatnot. A lot of people have trouble even believing that beers of this nature are even like this is this 6.5%? I hope it is. After 450 North, I hope all the breweries are, you know, actually putting the right ABV on the label. This one, definitely, I can taste a little bit of alcohol. I would say this is 6.5%. I would peg this maybe even higher if I was doing it blind. I'd maybe say 7.5 to almost 8, like in the double range, because I'm getting a little bit of astringency on the back of the palate. Overall, though, this is another good liquid lollipop. I don't think I like it as much as the strawberry, raspberry, peanut butter variant I did earlier. I think it lacks the punch of tartness you kind of want from something called a triple fruited sour ale. I've mentioned before, some of these could be too sweet and almost don't even taste like beer, and a lot of these don't, but this one, it has enough tartness to kind of keep me interested, but I do think that it lacks in complexity a little bit, which is fine. It doesn't need to be complex to be good, but what I want from this one is a little bit more of a firm tartness or even low sourness, and I don't know. I think the Goldenberry with the mango and the strawberry, maybe not the best mixture for me personally. I would like to see like mango and then peach and strawberry, something like that. Something that I think would maybe go together better. Now I'm curious to try Goldenberry, honestly. That's kind of where I am with this one. But this is still really good. So I have no problem giving Liquid Lollipop, the mango, goldenberry, and strawberry variant from Froth, a high 4 out of 5 and go 4.05 out of 5. I think that's a fair score from what I'm tasting. Not one of my favorite Liquid Lollipops from Froth, but I still think it's damn good. It's quite refreshing despite the body and mouthfeel and it not being super tart. I still feel like I'm drinking a fruit juice, and I think, you know, right now it's like 80 degrees outside, but if it was like 90 and super humid, this would be a thirst quencher for sure. Yeah, really good stuff. So 4.05 out of 5 for this one. If you've had this one before, let me know what you think about it. Price and availability, brewery only for the most part. They get drips and drabs out at Rochester and, you know, some places. For the most part, though, you have to buy them at the brewery. And then price point, $25 4-pack. I'm probably going to stop mentioning this in all of the Liquid Lollipop reviews, but some people think that's too expensive, and I can definitely see that. For me, $25 4-pack for this, I'm pretty happy with. I think this is a quality beer. And there's so many like double and triple IPAs nowadays that are in the $5, $6 range per can. So for something that I really enjoy and I think it really works well, especially in the warmer months, I don't mind, you know, $6.25 a can, $25 4-pack, but it is pricey. Totally get it. And I can totally see how people are just like, that's too rich for my blood. And I get it. But yeah, anyway, 4.05 out of 5 for this one. Like I said, if you've had this one before, let me know what you think about it, or if you've had any Liquid Lollipops, or if you've had any beers from Froth in general. I think they really do a pretty good job with this series. I'd like to see more other beers from them being released in cans. They did a Pilsner that I didn't grab. They've done, you know, a couple other beers, I think they did a what is it there? Sour Bay, which is lemon peel and sherry sour IPA. But I would just like to see other styles from them, just other styles canned. So, you know, I could give them proper reviews, although I could go and just get Crowlers because they're pretty much my local brewery. So anyway, I appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review and another Western New York Wednesday. Be on the lookout next Wednesday for another installment. I don't know if it's going to be a double feature, but it might be. I guess we'll see. Anyway, cheers.